Hey, I'm Lisa,
And I'm Lucy.
and we're two sisters who have been running a sticker shop for over 7 years.
Get ready to ignite your entrepreneurial spirit with our small business podcast. Join us as we explore the exciting world of entrepreneurship and stickers.
Tune in for inspiration, tips, and expert insights that will help you turn your big plans into a thriving business. Now, let's get started. I just realized we're also recording this for YouTube, right?
Yes, we are. So we are on camera.
We're on camera
That means
today.
I have to control my facial expressions. Like I can't just have my RBF on. I have to smile.
I know, same. I'm like keeping an eye on my little like camera so that I'm
Yep.
not like just frowning the whole episode.
It's a real medical condition, the RBF. So we are
today
back.
we are back. Welcome to season 3. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we're already on season 3.
That's crazy.
And in this episode, we're going to be talking about our 2023 goals for our business. So we've come up with about like 6 goals-ish, I'd say. And so we are going to be going over them with you today in this episode.
Yes. And we last year, if you haven't listened to our previous 2022 goals, go listen to them. We did, I think 3 total episodes on our 2022 goals, I want to say.
So yeah.
Something like that, where we went over them and then we also talked about our progress throughout the year.
Yes.
So this year is a little bit different. We are not doing individual goals. These are just our overall goals together for the company.
Our overall like business goals. So this isn't like individual versus last year's goals was more like our own goals for the business, but
yeah,
I feel like this year it's like combined.
We did have a lot of overlap, so it just makes more sense for us to just share our overall combined goals. Okay, so anyways, let's get into it. I'll start off first. Our first one, and I think our most exciting one, in my opinion, is
this is probably our biggest goal.
It is our biggest goal. It is to launch more e-courses and other digital products. It's a big one.
That's a big one. That's something we
like a bunch of goals wrapped up into.
Yeah. That's what we started doing last year. We launched 2 e-courses. We did flawless foiling, which taught you how to flawlessly foil stickers. And then we also did creating stickers made easy, which taught you how to make stickers with a silhouette machine. And both of those went really well.
So good.
Surpassed our expectations. Definitely was a lot of work, but I'm really happy with how it turned out and makes me really excited for this year to keep doing more courses and more digital products. So,
yes.
What is something that we're currently working on?
Okay, wow. We have a lot of things in the pot. That's
a lot of things
brewing. A lot of things going on because this really is like our main focus for this year. I want to say this is like, our top goal. So we have quite a few things going on, but our most immediate thing is that we wanted to come out with a more affordable educational product that, like more people, it's more accessible to more people at a lower price point, but still delivering a ton of value. So we decided to create an ebook/workbook that will be coming out at some point, end of March. I want to say exact date is TBD.
End of March, beginning of April,
but we'll have more details
couple of weeks. Yes. But we have been working on that for the past couple of months, and I'm really excited. It's going to be a lot of great value in the ebook. And it's, to tell you a little bit about it, it's going to be kind of like an outline or like a workbook of what you would want to do before starting a sticker shop. So like, I don't want to give too much away, but it's going to be things like what's
branding,
your business name? Yeah, business name, branding.
Setting up your shop, in terms of like, like a business
what do you
plan.
want to sell? Yeah. It's a business
because
plan,
it's all
but
about
made
making
easy.
plans. Yes.
Yes.
Because you got to have the plans before you get started. That's
Yes.
important. So
Right.
this book
So,
is all about helping you create those big plans so that you can
yes.
then go forth and accomplish them.
Yeah, and then after the ebook, we wanted to do our accelerator e-course, which actually you would ideally like launch a sticker shop with like a group of other students. So
Yes.
that
So it's
is
more of a
also in the
cohort
works.
versus like
Hmm.
our other courses, which are just like you learn on your own.
Hmm.
This course, we want it to be more hands on because launching a shop takes a lot. And of course, you want guidance. So this is something that we would be
Yeah.
there to walk you through the whole launching process. And we're thinking that it'll be within like a set number of weeks so that you're not just like, you kind of like give up after 2 weeks. It's like, no, we're holding your
Hmm.
hand through these weeks to get you from zero to launch. So it's a launch
Yes.
accelerator.
Yeah.
I feel
So
like Michael
that's
Scott when
the
he's like, I have a 10-step plan and
yes.
there's
Or what is it? Like a
yeah,
45-day plan and like one day a point and like we reach 45 points, we're in business or something like that.
yes, that is this course.
Yeah.
You'll be in business.
So those are a couple of the digital products that we've been working on behind the scenes, behind the sticker shop, is really our educational content. And I'm super, super pumped about that this year.
Yep. 2023 is the year for learning, the year for finally
For
achieving your
learning, for
dreams,
growth, for just doing what you really
doing
want to do.
yes, doing the dang thing.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So that's just a small tidbit about this goal, which is our biggest goal.
Hmm.
But maybe you can talk about our second goal.
Okay, so our second goal, we really would like to hire some people to assist with processing orders and maybe production. So currently with our production, we do outsource a good chunk of our sticker making is outsourced. I'd say like our subscription is outsourced. Last year, a lot of our like $2 Tuesdays stickers were outsourced, and so this year we decided to upgrade recently our cutting station. So if you've seen on our Instagram, we used to use we used to have 8 silhouette portraits, and we like post them, and those videos would always like go really viral because people would be like, why do you have so many cutting machines?
People
So
would be
we finally just
like, how, like, why do you have this many? And you should
yeah,
be using a plotter. Like, this is dumb
this is like
and
inefficient, and like we
inefficient.
definitely
Yeah.
got a lot of troll comments of people just like
Hmm.
almost like
We're
cussing
so
us out for
mad.
like yeah, people
Yeah.
were oppressed that we were using 8 silhouette machines, and like
Hmm.
that worked for us for the past 7 years, but we decided, okay, I think it's time to like see if what's out there, like is there something else that we can maybe upgrade to. So we did a little research, and we settled on a graph tech and an auto feeder. And
Hmm.
so I spent all of January just like getting that all set up and figuring how to use it, because learning new equipment is always like, oh, there's always a learning curve to using new equipment. But
Yes.
yeah, we have that all like figured out and set up now. So we have been cutting our new releases, like our weekly sticker kits, with the graph tech, still learning the ins and outs of it. But for the most part, it's been really good so far. And so since it has like an auto feeder, you don't need anyone to like run the machine basically. You just put the stickers in there, open the file, start running it. It's going to cut through the entire stack by itself. And so that has really like freed up a lot of time and energy. And so we're hoping to probably hire someone in the future to help with processing orders, like filling orders, because that's also a pretty big time suck or
Suck?
whatever.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it takes up a lot of time to
Yeah.
process orders.
To pack
And
orders, especially for like $2 Tuesdays where it's like a
yes.
million different SKUs, and it's just it's not difficult, it's just time consuming. So hoping to find someone to help us with that this year.
Yeah, and if you listen to our podcast from last year, then you know, like, one of Lisa's goals was to purchase a home, and so that we
Yes.
could then have, people
Like
come and
hire.
work in our
Yeah.
office, hire people.
Yeah.
So we are finally at that point. She has the
Mhm.
home.
Yes.
Yay!
So we
So
have the
this is the
home.
next step.
We've moved the office over,
Yes.
and so the next step is just hiring. But yeah, so I guess this kind of goes along with our third goal, which is
Mhm.
to kind of go back to our quick 1 to 2 day processing times. And I have been, so I'm the only one who works in the office since
Yep.
I'm in San Diego and Lucy's in Boston. So I'm the only one that's processing orders. And like, I also have other things to do besides just
Mhm.
process orders every single day. So yeah, I have not been able to get that quick processing time recently, especially since I've been traveling a lot also, but hopefully hiring someone would help with increasing the processing or decreasing the processing times and making things go faster.
Yeah, not just freeing up time for you, but also like I feel like people know us for our quick processing times. Like
Mhm.
that's always been our thing. It's like quick,
Yeah.
ready to ship. You place your order, you get your order like pretty much the next day, depending on USPS, but pretty much like
Yeah. No, USPS is
that's
definitely slow, but I mean, we try to offset that by trying to ship out orders fast
yeah,
because once it's out of our hands, it's
it's
up to
out of our hands.
USPS to get the order out.
Yeah. Oh, question for all of you who are listening and you are shop owners. Do you get customers who message you and they're like, do you know where my package is? Or can you,
Oh
and
yeah,
like
can
they
you
ask you to do
locate like
something to do with the package, like either like locate it or
yeah,
like switch the shipping address
or
when it's in the
or
midst
if
of
they're
already like going there,
right.
things like
Or
that.
they're like, do you have any like additional information that's like not on the tracking? Like, do you have any extra information about the package? And we're
Yes.
always like sorry, like the tracking number is all we can see as well. Like we don't have any extra information, and like whatever the tracking
It's
says is
hard
like that's
because
what we know.
like I think as a consumer, you want to think that the seller has more insight into where the package
Mhm.
is, but like for those of you who are shop owners, like we don't know anything
Yeah,
more
we
than the
don't know
customer
anything
does.
more. Yeah.
And it's really hard to communicate that to them sometimes because they have this expectation of like you
Like you're the
you
one
should
who's shipping it,
know.
like you should know exactly where it
That
is
one
at
is
all
tough for
times.
me. Yeah, because I'm
Yeah.
like, I really don't
Like I
have any
wish I
idea. I don't have
knew.
a
Yeah.
single clue. So that one is kind of hard.
Yeah.
But anyways, just a little rant about shipping problems, which
Shipping.
luckily the holidays are
It's
over because I feel like that's the
yeah.
craziest time. Like
That's
things
definitely
go,
when like
yeah.
packages just get lost and like the tracking never updates. It's
Hmm.
truly the worst.
Yep. Or like the package gets stolen, etc. Okay. Anyways, let's move on to something more exciting, aka the next goal, which is oh, just kidding. I don't know why I said it's more exciting now that I'm reading it. It is to stay on top of bookkeeping. My absolute
And
least favorite.
we actually came up with that we would like stay on top of it by like keeping track at
Completing
every
it.
weekly meeting, like going through
Uh-huh.
our whatever purchases that we made for that week. So far, I realized we haven't been doing that.
But it's only
Um,
early March, so we have time.
we're early March, so you know what? There's time to
I
catch
think
up.
after tax season ends, we can, get back on top of
Yeah.
2023. That's what I always tell myself.
Right. I think we wanted to do like a podcast episode where we talked about like finances and like I don't know if you remember when we were going over like podcast ideas, but like we
Oh
wanted
yeah,
to talk about
yes.
like just like
Hmm.
basic
Bookkeeping.
business bookkeeping things that we do. Yeah, we wanted to make an episode out of that.
Yes. And we still do. Just because we don't stay on top of our bookkeeping now doesn't mean we won't later. But we do know how to do it. It's
Mhm.
so
Yes.
it's just a hard one. I don't know anyone else, but I hate bookkeeping. But also it's like not enough work where I'm like, oh, we should hand it off to someone else. Like it's really
Mhm.
not that much
Right,
work.
right. It's really not that much, especially if we do it weekly. Like it's because like we don't have that many like expenses per week,
Hmm.
and like so I guess it just like slips my mind, I guess. It's
It
like
always
easy to
slips my
forget.
mind. Yeah. But anyways, that is a goal. And if you guys listened to our podcast from last year, you know that this was also our goal last year and we did not complete it.
We did not at all. Failed
But this
miserably,
year
but you
is
know
our
what?
chance to redeem ourselves.
Yes, I hope so.
I sure hope so. Okay.
Okay, moving on to our fifth goal, and that is project management for our sub box manufacturing.
Yes.
So we actually
So,
just updated our sub box a little bit. We decided before we had like a few different stationery items in addition to
mhm,
like our stickers. So for stationery, we do like a washi tape, like two washi tapes, a vellum sticky note, and a journaling card. And last year, we sent out a little end of the year survey to our subscribers,
mhm.
and everyone voted out the vellum sticky note. So we decided to make the change and switch out the vellum sticky notes for some extra stickers. So that's one less thing we have to manufacture, which is
Yes. I
good
mean, we
for
still have
us.
to make more stickers. So that is
Mhm.
another, it's not like
Yeah,
we're just getting rid of this and there's nothing else
right.
we have to do. Like, we have basically replaced the amount of work
Yeah.
with, I would argue,
But
more work because the vellum sticky notes were quite
the
easy
vellum,
to
okay, the
design.
vellum sticky notes were easy, but I was definitely getting sick of them, and clearly
I
so were
mean,
our
I agree.
subscribers.
Yeah.
Um, but it's one less thing to like order, I guess, from like a separate manufacturing company. So now we just have our washi order and our sticker order, and the journaling card, which we usually order
Yes.
like 6 months at a time. So that one is less less of a
It's
hassle, I guess.
we're definitely more on top of that one. But that one's also a
Hmm.
lot easier to design, and the processing time for that is much quicker.
Yeah.
But needless to say, we have a lot of things moving, like a lot of moving parts for our
Yes.
subscription box, and so therefore, it is oftentimes very hard for us to stay on top of like project managing the whole
Yeah. Like
subscription box
designs.
process.
I guess our issue last year was that we would set a deadline for when we wanted to order things, but then we wouldn't, but like for example, the stickers is like one order, but within that order, it's a lot of different designs. So we have like our 4-page weekly kit, we have our deco, we have all the different foils. And so like it's just like a lot of things that we need to design, and like we wouldn't set deadlines for each design. We kind of just like lumped
Yeah.
everything into one final day. And then by the time the
Hmm.
day came around, or like the week of that day, we're like, shoot, we didn't design anything for this order yet. So we need to drop everything this week, and we need to
Hmm.
prioritize the sub box and like finish everything for like the next two sub boxes basically. And like that would take
Yeah.
up like a whole week, and all of our other projects would be like forgotten
Push to
about
the
for that
side.
for the week. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and also another thing is like we have to order the washi, and washi is ordered from manufacturers by plates. And what I mean is like you have to have a certain number of designs to a plate so that they can manufacture it
Like they
and
have the
basically like have it be worth
manufacturer,
it for them. Like they
right?
can't just
Because
make
they're
one
not
washi.
right. They can't just make one design because that's just not enough to fill up a plate, and they're just going to be like, no, this is, you need more designs. So we only
Mm-hmm.
have 2 designs per month per box. So what that means is we have to design multiple months at a time and place that order,
Yes.
and it's just like it's a lot a lot of things that we had to do like early on, and like we can't procrastinate on things, especially with manufacturing, because if we do it, it'll arrive late and then our subscribers are not happy. So yeah, it's
Yes.
definitely a lot of deadlines with our sub box.
Yeah, a lot of things to keep track of. And also, I forgot to mention one of our big roadblockers or bottlenecks last year, up until like pretty recently, was the art because we're doing exclusive art now. And with
Right.
exclusive art, that means that we need to come up with the idea, the theme, and then we need to create a Pinterest board to, flesh out the theme. And then we give that board to our artists. And then each artist also has a different time frame of how long it takes them to complete their art. So
Right.
however long that takes them, it could be from a week to a month or more. So doing all of that also takes a lot of time.
Yes.
It's a
That
huge
it's
process.
very, very time consuming. A lot of different moving parts with our sub box. So we're hoping, this year, I feel like it's been going pretty good so far for this year.
Mm-hmm.
We've
Not too
been on
bad.
top of things. Like nothing has been late yet, thankfully. So I'm
Woohoo!
hoping the rest of the year is going to be, smooth sailing. But
Slowly
yeah,
but
for sure.
surely, we're getting better. But
Yes.
yes,
Yeah.
but still, we do want to do better project management, and we do have Rachel, our business ops manager, who does help us with this, but it's also like on us to be more on top of things as well. So that
Right.
is something that are working on getting better at.
Yes. Always improving.
Always ABI, always be
API.
improving.
Always be
ABI.
improving. Okay. And then our last and final goal for 2023 is to grow our revenue streams.
Yes.
And
And we
so
have quite a few
quite a few.
little,
Last
what's
year,
like,
last year's goal was
mhm,
to increase the number of revenue streams, which we
mhm.
did successfully. And now, so this year, it's to grow them.
Yeah,
So, a few of our revenue streams, of course, we have our sticker shop is our main revenue stream.
yeah,
We also have our e-course, and then a few of the smaller ones we do like Amazon affiliates. We have our YouTube channel, which has been growing, and then we have
we
a
get
bunch
like a
of
little bit from like an
yeah, a little
Instagram,
bit of
like the
Instagram,
creator fund sort of thing.
yeah, just like a lot of like all over the place. But we're
Yes.
hoping this year to really like grow them. So like on YouTube, one of our goals is to like post more evergreen content. So last year I was posting a lot of like sticker
Vlogs.
shop vlogs, which is
Uh-huh.
nice. I do like the vlogs, but I was also posting like new releases and like $2 Tuesdays on there, which I've stopped doing this year since I felt like it wasn't the best use of the YouTube channel and like of my time. So
Yeah.
we've stopped doing that. But we are hoping to post more like educational stuff onto YouTube. So definitely subscribe if you're not already. But
Subscribe and turn on your notification bell.
yes,
Anyway,
definitely.
and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, hit the notification
Hmm.
bell, and comment on the videos. There you go.
Yes.
But yes, we're hoping to grow all of those things. I feel like we haven't. So right now it's March, right? We're recording this in early March. So it's already been 2 months out of the year. And so we've made some progress on some of these goals, but the revenue streams one, haven't been actively working on it, I would say. So that is something that we need to think more about. Like, okay, like how can we break this goal out into like
smaller
tangible
projects,
tasks, like smaller projects, tasks that we can actually realistically do. And I would say that we have to do that for several of these things, but this is probably one that we want to do earlier in the year, so that we can get that set up. Because it doesn't grow overnight. These are like things you have to like nurture.
Not. Like these things take time, especially the YouTube channel. I mean, we've been working on it for a year now, and it's definitely on like the upward trend. But it's definitely, you got to put in the effort consistently.
You got to put in the work. Yeah. And then those are our 6 goals for this year. I would say they're like these 6 gigantic goals. We do have a ton of like small mini goals within them, but if we could do even like half of these goals, I'd be so happy.
Yeah, I would be so happy.
Yep, that would be amazing. I'm like, at the beginning of the year, I always feel so like optimistic at the beginning of the year. I'm like, we could do all of this.
Okay, so those are all of our goals. If you are watching this on the YouTube video, leave in the comments one of your goals. I would love to hear some of your small business goals.
Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye. Thank you for listening. If you found this episode helpful, let us know by tagging us on Instagram @StickerGuru. Check out our show notes for everything we mentioned in this episode.
And if you haven't already, hit the follow button and leave a 5-star review to help us keep the good content flowing. Thank you so much for all of your support. We'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.